Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Okay, today is 7th of July and US session. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure before we move on to our live discussions and live analysis. Okay, day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose and use the information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. With that, we move on to our live analysis. So here the key data that is going to be out today is we are okay the key data that's going to be out today. There is no data, so expect this market to be driven by the normal trading range, unless we have a breakout. So if you really see this thing, I think we got to play the game by the trend directions and move on to analyze based on the trend. Then tomorrow we have tomorrow morning, 12:30, we have a Australian interest rate, which is market is expecting a 0.25% cut, followed by the RBA statement, and also we have a RBA press conference after that with another 1 hour later. Then 2200 hours we have a Canadian IBPMI. Okay, so these are the key data that is to be expected. Then as of the trades are concerned, okay, today we were trading on the gold. In fact, we exited too early. In fact, we were expecting the price. We shorted at 15. I think we closed, but actually this should have been a good trade, because I think price did reach the low, what we expected, and I think our euro was a good trade, so we made a good money on this. But I think this one, the Dow Jones, we got stopped out and we did a re-entry just now. Okay, just now we took a re-entry. Okay, so sorry, this is re-entry is all on Nasdaq. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, I think I need to do a on the Dow. Okay, just give me a minute. I just need to take this trade. Okay, I think I did the wrong thing. Actually, the Dow, I need to enter. Sorry, this volume is wrong again. Give me a minute. Let me take this trade, then we will discuss in detail. Okay, so we have a sell order at the 1 unit at the market, so we'll try to enter slightly higher. Then as far as this high is concerned, okay, we have 130 points away, which means to say about 865. So we'll put a stop loss at 865 or 880. Okay, 865. Then the TP I'll give you later, because actually I was planning to enter on the Nasdaq, sorry, Dow Jones, but I think I entered on the wrong, so I'm trying to get back on that trade. Okay, overall I think then we need to see the euro. Okay, euro, I think we exited at the right price. Then pound also, I think we missed the target, missed our entry. Dollar yen also, there was a very big move, which I think we also missed that entry. It's almost reaching our target, which is 145.80. Then gold is right now this is trading at 3310. we Our target was 3295. I think the low was 3296 if I'm not mistaken. So let's reassess the trades, and let's put in the trade and see how this thing can be worked out. Okay, let's move on to our trades first. First, let's look at gold first. Then we'll look into the currency, because since there is no data, so we are not expecting any big move to happen. Okay. So as far as this gold is concerned, I think right now this is within the trading band of sorry, this is zero. Sorry. Okay, so now let's look into gold. Okay, yeah. So gold is within this trading band from this high, probably 15 or 17. Then this low is 3297. So this is trading within this trading band. And right now we have market showing some strength. So we have so-called the strength of another 1 hour. Okay, this is a strength of another 1 hour. But right now we are seeing the market turning. So it's making lower high. So there is a possibility, okay, there is a possibility that this has, just give me a minute. There is a possibility that this may be the high, but since this we have 1 hour left, so we want to go for a sell either at 14 half, okay, 14 half or slightly higher. Okay, let's look into the system, then I'll give you the confirmation. So what we can do is, first of all, we need to know the stop loss. The stop loss should be at 22. Okay, 22 is our stop loss, or aggressive stop loss should be above this high, which is 28 or 29. So looking at our dashboard, okay, we feel that the price should not go above our immediate resistance is 3309 half and 3316 and 3324. Okay, these are the levels. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to sell. Let's see the 1 minute. Okay, this 1 minute is showing that we may have seen the high at 12 half. So what we can do, I think we already have selling at 25 and 18 half. So what we will do is we will try to bring the 18 half to 16 half. Then the TP, we will raise it to 98. Okay, so that means we are going to go for a sell at 16 half, then stop at 21.8, then TP at slightly higher than the current low. Then we may have the price, if the low breaks, then we can see the price heading towards 80. Yeah, about 80. So what we can do is we can go for a sell now, but the stop has to be at 13. So what we will do is we will go for one more trade, which is slightly, okay, slightly uh, 0.3. Then sell, we will try to sell at 10 or 9 half. Okay, because the tricky part is we may have seen the high. Okay, we may have seen the high. That is one thing. Sometimes, if not seen the high, then we may see the price pushing one more time before the market is turning down. So this is a two, both are possible at this junction. But the only thing we need to know is, okay, with the 2 hours is showing strength, and this strength should be exiting within another 45 minutes. So now this is showing a beginning. So if it shows beginning, then probably the market is a bit weak. So what we will do is we'll put it as 3310, stop at 13 half, then this TP. Okay, so what we are doing is we are having a 3-tier entry, and for those of you who are coming in first time to our session, this is what you got to do. You see, because we enter in staggered basis, and the moment once we are right, then we go for add-on entry. So that means the rule of thumb, that means when we lose the minimum, and when we should make the maximum, and that's the only way we can stay in the business in the long run. So if you look into the chart right now, there is a possibility that we may have seen a temporary high, and we should see the price breaking this low, which is 95, and once it breaks 95, then we should see the price heading towards 83 and 80. So let's wait to see. Then we will give another 15 more minutes to see whether our order is get filled or we are going to go for a stop sell. So wait for some more time. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to our currencies. Okay, the thing we are going to look for euro. Okay, euro is in the similar position as the gold. Okay, meaning to say that once this low breaks, we should see the price heading towards 116.90. Okay, 116.90. And then we should see, okay, we should be looking to sell somewhere near this is this time 2 hours is going to be another 1 hour 45 minutes left. Okay, so which means to say this market has got strength to push higher. So we will try to sell at 40, put a stop at 65 or 66. Then TP at 116.90. Okay, so let's go on for this trade. Okay, euro, let me see. Okay, we have a sell order at 90, so that one we are going to change it to 40, 68, and this is 690. Okay, so then this expiry, as far as this expiry is concerned, I think we should put 2 to 3 hours from now, because it's only about 10 pips, so we don't have to put it as we don't have to put as day trading. Okay, okay, this is 2. So let me give me the wait, let me check the time. So 11, so 11 minus 23 minus 5 is 16. Okay, 16. Okay, why is saying wrong? Sorry. Right now is already 16. Okay, right now is 16:15. So that means it should be another 2 hours. So it should be 18, 18 hours. Sorry. Okay, so here we'll put as 40, 68, and 90. Okay, so now we'll put it as 1800 hours. Okay, so so we have revised this order, and we see, okay, the gold is filled. Just now the gold is filled, so let's also concentrate on that concurrently. Okay, our gold is filled. Okay, now the euro we are selling at this. Then this is a half lot, then we'll try to exit below the low. So now let's go back to the screen to see what is the gold doing now. Okay, as I told you, there is a possibility. We need to see, if we are right, we need to see the price breaking 3306. Then we should see the price not go beyond 13 or beyond this level, if this is the high. But of course, if it goes high, then we have to go for a sell and hold. Okay, let's move on to the next trade. The next trade we are going to look for is pound. Okay, pound, what does the system is telling us is, right now this is already in a range on the 4 hours chart. Okay, if it's a 6 hours, then we may see the price pushing slightly higher, which is 13630. Then the next 6 hours we should see the price coming down towards 3580. So let's see the price. So we are seeing right now the price, we should not see the price going above 30. $30.35. So we'll go for a sell at 35, TP at 135.80, and the stop loss will go above 60.65. So this should be our next order. So which is the pound. We are going to revise the order to 35, stop at 65, TP at 35.80. And this is again, the expiry is, we'll give 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours for this trade. And this is also, we have revised. So every time when we take a trade, every time when we come in a new time belt, we need to do the adjustments in such a way that either profit is taken, stop loss is reduced, or re-entry is prepared, and try to be in the trade, because that's the only way we can produce consistent results. Okay, sometimes we may see up and down, but the thing is, we should not give up. And even when we get stopped out, we always remember that we should be losing the least when we are losing, and of course when we are making, we should be making the most. Okay, now you see the dollar yen is already reaching our target, which is 45.80. So I think this trade is already gone. So either we should be looking to buy slightly higher, or we should be looking to go for a sell on this market. So let's go back to see dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen is really was a big loss, because I think we were trying to buy at 70 this morning, but I think we missed by 2-3 pips, and the market starts to move beyond the high which we were expecting. So now we should see how far can this be stretched. So if we are looking at this based on the daily, so daily we should see the price target of 45.95 and 46.20. Okay, 45.95 and 46.20. Yeah, about 46.20. Then we the so if we are selling at 46.20, we should be exiting before 45.60. So we can put it as comfortably 46.20 and 45.70. Then stop above 46, 46.50, 55. Then on the other hand, if we are going for a buy, we should be looking to buy. Let me see the 2-hour chart. Okay, I'm not very keen in buying, but I just want to give a trade, because we still want to be trading this currency. So what we will do is, we would go for a buy at 45.45. Then the stop we should be putting at 45.05, and TP at 45.90. And this one we would go for 2 hours from now. Okay, 2 hours, which is 18. So this is going to be our buying order. Then we will go for another sell order, because since we have already seen the price reaching the target, so we will go for a sell at 40. 46, 20, 46, 60, and 45, 70. Okay, so this one we can put it until either end of the day or expiry maybe 3 hours from now, or 3 hours from now, which is about 12:30. So we'll put it as 19:30. Okay, so these are the two trades for dollar yen, one for the euro, one for the pound, and we need to see the dollar, Aussie, and the New Zealand. Okay, then look into the gold again. Right now this is trading around 10 60. Okay, and we have another 30 more minutes left for this time to finish. So 30 more minutes. So most likely we may see the price coming down from here, or we may see the price stopped out, then may go slightly higher towards 15 or 1650 before the market is coming down. So this two is both are possible at this junction. Reason being is because we still have another 30 more minutes left. So let's see how. I think right now it's going to 11.5. So let's see whether the market is turning from here or whether this is going to go higher. Then the next one, we look at Aussie. Okay, Aussie, we are seeing some strength, but I think the strength should be limited to 65.15. 65.15, and our TP should be 64.90. So that means there's only about 20-25 pips that is available. So we will try to sell at 65 20 or 25, because we have another 1.5 hours left on this move. So we'll put it at 65.25. I think our gold is going to get stopped out. Okay, never mind. We'll just wait to see. Okay, we will see 65, 25, 55, and 64.90. Expiry again we will put about 18:30. That means about 2 hours from now. Okay, then we should be looking the New Zealand dollar. Okay, the New Zealand dollar, we'll just look one more round. Okay, New Zealand dollar is showing some strength, and we should be seeing the price not going beyond 60 60.20. Okay, 60.20. So we had an offer, we had an order to sell at 60.40, and our TP is 59.90. Okay, we got to exit before 59.90. So let's change this to where was I? Yeah, okay, here 60.20, stop 60.50 or 45, then TP 59.90. Again, expiry we give 18:30. Okay, 18:30. That means two hours from now. Okay. So I think we have keyed in all the orders. Now we are good to go and managing the trade and doing a re-entry. So I think just now we were making money on the Dow Jones and Nasdaq, and the market just started open. The main market just came in. So now we'll go and check the gold and the Dow Jones and Nasdaq and see whether any adjustments to be made and any revision on the price or any action to be taken. So now when we look into gold first, like as I said, okay, we are still early. Okay, still early. We need to see a clear break of 670. Okay, 670. Then we can be 670 or 650. Then we can be in the right direction for this trade. So what we can do, we can go and put a stop sell at 6.5, then stop at 13, then once this order is filled, the other order would be revised. So at least, we only have one risk at all times. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go and put in a trade on the gold. Okay. Sell stop 0.6 and 13. Okay, TP 3296. Okay, this is again we'll just put it as 2 hours. Okay, so we have a sell stop order. This is going to be an add-on entry. So the moment once this order is filled, this order stop loss has to be revised to cost. So then we only have one risk, and this is how you try to manage your add-on trades, and that is one of the way you can work in such a way that when we make the maximum, and when we lose the minimum. So let's move on to the Dow Jones and Nasdaq. So let's see whether we can enter some more. Okay, so right now we see the Nasdaq. Okay, the Nasdaq is making money, and right now we see that chances are the market has made a high. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for one more entry on the Nasdaq. Okay, and for this I am going for a sell at the market. Okay, so now I have entered this at the market. So for this I would put my stop about 80 pips. Okay, 80 pips away from 80, maybe we'll put it as 100 pips. So 830 as the stop. So since I went for an add-on entry, okay, for my first entry, this two entries, so probably this one I want to reduce my stop. Okay, so that is maybe about 780, because you see I'm taking additional risk on this. So in the event the price goes up, then probably this one I'll be closing in break even, and this one probably I'll be losing a bit more. So this is how you should be. I mean, I hope this is not confusing. So you just have to keep going, keep the momentum going, and build the portfolio. That means keep on in the right direction, and the moment once you get the flow, stick to it, and you don't panic, or you don't be in a hurry to do. Of course, we are doing it all with plans, with precise so-called, like risk management. Everything is all under control. But of course, you don't want to do this. You may want to just exit profit, and you may want to re-enter. This is up to you. This is your own choice. So it doesn't have to be like, like you got to follow strictly, our rules, and we just have to manage it. So this is up to you. Okay, let's see our stop sell gold gets filled. So if the gold stop sell gold, okay, now I think we got one more order got filled, which is the euro. Okay, so now you might be thinking that we got so many open position, but actually we are only holding 1 euro. Nasdaq we are holding 4 times. That means 4 times. Then the Dow we are holding 2 times. Okay, the one is a small one and one is the other one. So then the gold we only have one entry. So we just have to see, controlled risk, play the game with confidence, try to get the maximum when we are right, try to go minimum when we are wrong. That means when we are wrong, take losses, control. Okay, the gold I think is filled. So you see here, so now the gold is filled. So now this one I'm going to, no second thought, because once the moment I'm into an add-on entry, I should not have any second thought in revising the price or revising the stop loss. But of course, if you don't want to do this way, then of course you can just stick to one entry and you just keep going. But of course, this way is what happens is sometimes when we supposed to be making big money, we may not make big. We may lose the opportunity. Like just now, you see, I was making about $200 over, and now it became like negative. So when we make big money, then this is the huge opportunity we are looking for. So what you got to do is wait to see whether the price is moving in our direction. If it all moves in, adjust the levels, keep going, and stick to your plans. But if let's say the market turns all of a sudden, some news comes in, some come in and turns it, then you may decide to close quickly, to try to take a profit, then wait for the other one to reduce. So that would be another way of managing your trades. So let's see the gold. So now we are expecting, because remember this is still this turn is happening on the up move. We still have 20 more minutes left on this. Take note on that. So for the rest of the 20 minutes, either this price might be consolidating, it can go down. Of course, if it can go down from now, then the next time belt would be a big drop. That means the price should be breaking lower, because when selling force comes into play, then we should see the price moving lower, faster, much faster than we expect. So try to control the risk. You can play with ease, and at any point of time, you don't do over trading. Okay, don't overtrade, and just stick to the rules, and just keep with the flow, and we see. So we need to give some time to see this, and right now I can do anything I want. Probably I may want to close this, only wait for this. I may want to fight for both the thing. This is all your individual decisions. This is your decision, your game you're playing, and whatever you are doing, you are responsible. So you take the responsibility and stick to the game. So while we are waiting for all these trades. I don't want to add on any more trades. I think this is more than enough for me to give me an headache. So I don't want to add on. So I just wait to see the results, and I just wait to see whether the market is giving us the results what we wanted. So now let's go and see the Dow and the Nasdaq, which is we are taking too many trades. See, this is not a good sign. Usually when the price breaks the support, okay, support, the market should not bounce beyond 78.6% of that move, which means to say we should not see the price going above another 10-20 pips from where it is now, the Dow. So if it really goes above, then this is not a good sign we are expecting. So usually first 15 minutes, okay, this is always very choppy, just like that I think the gold got stopped out on the 10. Okay, so I think we lost on that. I think that move was wrong. Okay, but never mind, we'll still wait, nothing to bother. So always, like, you see, like I'm not sure, like when you see watch F1, always remember that most of the time, the accidents happen, or a lot of faculties will happen, when the beginning of the race and ending of the race. Ending means, towards the end or beginning. The same thing for stock market. First 15 minutes is very important. First 15 minutes or first 30 minutes. That is where the market may decide to see which directions is heading and how he wants to move and how do you want to go about. So once that 15-30 minutes is settled, then we'll get a clear direction. But as of now, if you see, market is making lower lows, lower highs, but it has to see a clear break of this 2288. Then we can see the price going lower. So right now we are seeing a very big volume, a huge volume, trying to go for the war to see which side they want to push the market. Okay, then Nasdaq. Okay, now let's look at the Dow. Okay, the Dow also in a similar condition. You see here, this 15 minutes, we see a huge volume, and the price should not, that's why I said, should not be breaking this high on extension, which is 45,110. Okay, this is also on the other hand 4590. This is your 786% retracement. So let's hold on. Okay, first 15 minutes is over. So now we will see how the direction is going to come. So now this has already set the range. Break this, price should go down. Break this, price should go up. Okay, let's see what happens. Then we will see whether we are making or we are going to lose big. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am trying to see whether, okay, let's see the gold. Let's see the gold. Okay, gold has got another 15 more minutes left. Okay, 15 more minutes left. So possibility, we should see the price going towards 18. Then the market should turn down, or extension of this level, which is half, 16 half, then the market should turn down. Okay, so let's wait and see, another 15 more minutes to see whether we are right. So now, since we have just now as the stop sell we we had a stop sell now which has been holding. Okay, so now what we can do is we can try to be one selling at, let's see, we have a sell order at 16 half. Okay, we have a sell order at 16 half. So we'll see whether that order gets filled. If that order doesn't get filled, then we will see whether we want to go for one more round of selling. Because as of now, we don't want to take too much of risk. Okay, we take too much of risk, then this would be a problem. Then, we might lose big money, if the market changes direction. So now let's see the Dow. Okay, the Dow, I think we are still in the right direction. Okay, the market has started correction on the 15-minute, which means to say that we should see the price testing this low, which means another 200 points drop. So if we are able to get this 200 points drop and see the price break this level, then we should see the price going towards 680. That means 300 points from where it is now. Okay, if we are right, then we can get that target. So let's wait to see whether we can push or hold until this price. But of course, we need to see this the break of 890. 890 meaning to say 90 pips away from where it is now. Okay, 90 points away from where. That means it should be about 625. Okay, break 625, then we should see the price moving lower. So any questions? We just have to wait, and I'm not sure how many of you have taken, how many trades you have taken. So it's all, we just have to see, give some time, then we can move in this direction. So I repeat, the gold should be either it should be down from here, or we should be seeing the price breaking the high one more time before this market is turning down. Okay, so now another way we can be trading this is, if you look into this, we are just now we closed at 10. Okay, so we have 10 more minutes. Okay, we have 10 more minutes left. So let's see, maybe we may want to resell again, resell again to see whether we are right. Because after this 10 minutes, I think we should be able to see some weakness happening. But the question is, because I'm already losing on the Dow and Nasdaq, so I don't have the guts. You see here, see now this just now was pointing down, so now is pointing up. So this can be like turning in either directions very fast. So we don't want to incur additional losses. You see, just now we were making, now became a loss on the Dow and the Nasdaq. So this is, we have now 9 more minutes left. And this, and we should not see the price pushing higher. Okay. So now actually I want to sell gold now, because just now this level, is only 8 more minutes left, and we are not seeing any strength. So this would be a good sell. But since I'm losing money on uh, the Nasdaq and the Dow, I need to have my risk control at all times. Okay, that means I should not be putting in more risk to see to say whether you want to be in this trade. So the end of the day, the risk management is is key, in your trading. So since the market is not in our favor, I don't want to add on trades. Okay, I think the gold I got stopped out. Okay, so I got stopped out at 13. Okay, so now my risk management comes into play. Okay, since I've already stopped out, then I feel that I'm taking unnecessary risk. So I just want to reduce my risk. Okay, reduce my risk. So at least I in the event if it goes really against, then I don't want to lose money unnecessarily. So probably I may want to clear one more as well, so at least I can have a peace of mind. Okay, so now I'm reducing the risk. So the reason why I'm reducing is I want to come back. I think the gold order is filled. Okay, now the gold order is filled. Okay, see, so since the other one is I'm reducing, now the gold order is filled, so now I can comfortably go for a re-entry on the gold. So now we got to go for a re-entry on the gold. Where can we go? Okay, now look for a stop sell at 12 half. Okay, that means we are going to go for a stop sell at 13.17. Okay, so 13 half. So this is showing strength. Then the next, let's say the 15 minute. Okay, 15 minute is not overbought yet. Okay, what I'm going to do, since I've already got stopped out and I have reduced my positions, and I'm not in a panic stage right now, and just now I got stopped out on the gold, so I want to go for a new entry on the gold, go for a stop sell. Sell stop. 13 half. And 18. Okay, so the TP I'll give you shortly before we finish the session. Okay, so uh, now if the 13 half is filled, then this stop has to be revised to cost. So I hope you understand how we play the game. We we try to go for add-on entry, and at all times I think if we have between 2 to 3 entries, then when we make the maximum profit. Okay. We have 3 more minutes left, so let's see how this trade comes about. If it really goes up next, then of course the next selling level is 3325. So sometimes when we are lucky, we can make a uh, big move and big fortune. Sometimes we are unlucky, we might get stopped out more than few times. So this is what happens, and you have to accept the way where we are doing things. I mean, if you feel that it's becoming too risky or too much, then you try to reduce on the entry, and that's the only way you can save. So now, since this market is thing, so now the stop sell, I may want to raise it to 14 half. Just 1 minute or one point. I think that's the maximum we can go. So today, I think we were expecting this Dow and Nasdaq to be on the weakness, but it's not giving us the move what we wanted. It's like it's still consolidating within this 15-minute trading range or trading band. So any questions? Anything you want to discuss? We have 1 more minute. Then after that, I'll give the target for the Dow and Nasdaq. Okay, the Nasdaq, we are expecting the target to be somewhere at 830, which is 100 points away, or 750. Okay, 750. That means 200 points. So 100 and 200 points away. So what we can do is Nasdaq 100 points away. So one is, we'll put it as 625, and 530. Okay, then the Dow futures, we are expecting the target to be for 44,785, which means to say another 200 points. Same 200 and 300 points. Okay, so the same manner, 200 points, that means we will put it as 500. And this is cash we are doing with, this is cash. Then this one is only a small volume, so probably we will put it as 485, not much. Okay. So now the market already started turning. Okay, it's already started turning in our favor. So now let's look at gold. Okay, before we go into the thing. Okay, now the gold looks, okay, now we are seeing the market already, the time is over. Okay, so what we can do, instead of stop sell, okay, now we change our plan. Okay, we'll hit the market. See, now it's already coming off. It's already coming to 14.5. Okay, see, this is a mistake sometimes we do. See, the stop sell is already a better price. Okay, now mind, we'll try to put at 14.5 again. See, this was a big waste again. Sometimes that's why, when we try to take decisions, the market goes too fast. Sometimes we miss the entry, and this is what is a headache for us. See, we wanted to get at a better price, but it became the price worse than our price which we put in. Okay, anyway, we got to put our stop. The stop we put at 18.5. Then the TP is 3300. Okay, stop at 18.5. And this one we will go for 3301 or 3300. So of course, if you are managing it sitting in front of the screen, then we can lower this to 80, because our final target is we are looking for 83,280 for today. So let's see how this result comes in and see how. So what is to be expected as a trader in the driver's seat? You should manage your risk at all times. The moment once the price breaks 10 or breaks this low, then you reduce your stop to cost and slowly try to reduce until you are in the safe side. Until then, the risk is always there. So once again, before I end the session, I just want to tell you that, okay, this is the risk. Doesn't mean that right now what you see is your money. Until you realize your profit, until you take the money and put in your pocket, this money doesn't belongs to you, and this money is only belongs to the market. So you need to know that. So try to get the maximum from the market and try to stick to your rules at all times. Okay, so here we are seeing a couple of trades open, and we are still not convinced that this Dow and Nasdaq has already made a high, because it's still very choppy, and still we feel that the market can move in either directions, but but it is still uh, on the higher time frame. That means on the 2 hours, this is still showing a bearish, which means to say that this price may uh, have a drop. Okay, so I think that's about it. Okay, now the gold. Okay, just now we do a second entry, right? So now we also need to I don't want to take additional risk, because I've already taken an add-on entry. So this one I want to bring it down to 19.5, because since I've already taken an add-on entry, so I don't want to go for additional risk and lose money unnecessarily. Okay, so if this thing got stopped out, then we have one more entry, which is 25, and the same thing you got to do. When the market starts to turn down, then we got to go for a add-on sell, and we try to get the maximum from the market. But as of now, okay, this market is still very choppy, and still not giving us a very clear directions. Anything is possible still, so this is up to you. So if you feel that you are taking too much of risk, then reduce it. So try to reduce one, and try to play the game with the other one only at risk. So don't take the risk unnecessarily, especially if you're not making. If you're making, then you can go afford to go with a bigger risk. Okay. So I think with that I conclude this session, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. So before I end, if you have any questions, you want to clarify, you just clarify. If not, then I'll just end the session. Okay. So, okay, good luck to you guys, and once again, thank you for coming, and see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.